Hi everybody, welcome back again. In the last video we talked about suffering again and focused on unnecessary suffering. And the idea we brought up in that video was the what if question. And the goal of that was to see if it could help us identify us predicting future events that quite frankly could be terrifying for us, and treating those events as real and in the now and suffering over those events. So I find that what if really works for me, and I ask myself that question: am I doing a what if right now? Is this thing that I'm worried about, is this a what if this happens and I suffer for it? So what if can be really good if it identifies for us suffering. What if can also be very helpful to us, and I want to make sure that we understand that. The examples I gave concerning what if in terms of suffering, I was using the current situation of the coronavirus. Now, how can I also use what if and use it to my advantage when I'm thinking about the future? So, well, what if I get infected with the coronavirus? Yeah, that could have some pretty serious effects. But maybe I can think of some options that could negate that or extremely reduce it. So the virus is prevalent on your hands and going to your face. So a what if could actually open the door for me to say, well, maybe this is a good idea. I can use hand sanitizer. So I have a lot of bottles of this in the house. So a what if questionnaire worked to my advantage. I bought 300 packs of gloves so I could put it on my hands. So I have a rule now: whenever I walk out of the house, I put on the gloves before I go out the door. And I wear the gloves going down to put out the garbage, opening the garbage lids, blah, blah. When I'm in the car and I'm going to the store, I have the gloves on the car seat. Put the gloves on, go to the store, do everything in the store, come back to the car, take the gloves off, throw them in the garbage bag in the car, Purell my hands in the car, and try to keep myself safe. Right? So while the coronavirus, it is real, and in actual fact, depending on what happens, could actually introduce real suffering into our life, but it has to be an event that's actually happening and in the now. It can also introduce a lot of unnecessary suffering in our life because we project a very bad future, bring it into the present, and suffer over it. Or we could be very proactive about it and using the what if to say, what if I want to avoid the germs? What if I want to try to keep myself safe? So it can help us make decisions so that the future may not be as bleak as it has the potential to be. So, I've discontinued doing things. I won't go to a restaurant anymore. We're not doing takeout food anymore. These are very positive things that come up from a what if question. What if I go to the takeout food place and they're contaminated? What if I go to a restaurant and the germs are more prevalent there? So I wanted you to be aware that from the last video, what if is a great question that can serve a lot of purposes for us. One, it can help us to avoid situations in the future that could be very unpleasant. So let's pay attention to what if. Let's make sure we use what if in the ways that are positive for us, future planning to avoid things, and not use what if in ways that are negative to us, which causes us to suffer unnecessarily. Good luck to you all. We'll talk to you some more. Bye now.